All right, guys, we're gonna get video started in a little bit. Basically, right here we have a viscose rug with a lot of pet urine. A little hard to see, but you can kind of see right in there. And let's see how this one goes. So I'm gonna let a couple more people join in. We'll start the Q&A portion of the live. And again, if you guys have any questions, please ask away. We'll get to everybody's questions today. And while we're waiting for a couple more people to join, again, we are doing a viscose rug here with a lot of pet urine. And I'll get into what we're doing in a little bit. All right, everybody, if you're just tuning in, my name is Pat. We are ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. And today we're going to be doing one of our live Q&A style videos. This first rug we have here, we are cleaning a viscose rug with a lot of pet urine. And today you're going to see a lot of Jason here. You're going to see a lot of Anthony. He makes his return, and you'll see Jamie here and there. And again, my name is Pat. Leslie, good morning. So this is one of our Q&A style live videos. So if you have any questions, please ask away. And I will be explaining what we're doing to each rug as we're doing it. So whenever we clean viscose, we want to make sure we have enough lubrication in order for the fibers to not clump together when we clean. So usually we give rugs a pre-scrub and rinse, but on viscose rugs in particular, we usually omit that step because we want to make sure we have enough soap. We want to make sure we have enough soap on the rugs in order to not make too much friction between the brush and the rugs. We are now working on the back of the rug. That sound you hear here, that is our drying rack. So we've actually started the day by doing a couple of rugs already. Yep. Now we want this chemistry to dwell for a little bit, so what we'll end up doing is working the cleaning solution here, the pet treatment, into the back of the rug, and then we're going to roll the rug over to the side, clear off the wash floor, and start the next rug. And again, if you're just tuning in, we are doing one of our live Q&A style videos here. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. Today's video is going to feature Jason and Anthony, and my name is Pat. I'm going to be behind the camera answering any questions you have. So if you have any questions, please ask away. And I will also be telling you what we're doing for every rug as we do it. So if you're just tuning in, we're cleaning a viscose rug here. This rug has a lot of pet urine on it. Now on our channel, we only clean rugs for actual customers. We do not make any rugs dirty on purpose. We know a lot of other carpet cleaners have been making rug cleaning pretty famous by making rugs overly dirty on purpose. And we're grateful for them to highlighting what rug cleaning actually is. But we're trying to give everybody a real insight into what it's like to actually run a real working rug shop. Go to the other side with them. What else is running? Make sure you shut that off. Yeah, we go right now. What's running right now, Juan? Got it. Is there another one over there, Tim? Is there another one on the floor over there? No, he's the one that's far right now. Okay. What do you want? Big one? All right, so just trying to make it a little less noisy in here for everybody. And now we've got a little bit of we've been getting a lot of these lately. They're these little, like, very thin, almost like velvetish microfiber semi-tufted rugs.
Let's go. 1A. Let's go.
Woo!
Woo! What we got here? Oh, we got a pinky.
It's a little dirty, I think.
We got a pinky.
We were going to clean this a little bit differently yesterday. Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Very vibrant.
What type of rug is this, Pat?
Good morning, Pamela. Joey D. No Joe today. At least you're tuning in from home, Joe.
Joey D's tuned in?
Joe's a little bit under the weather today. I'm just hoping that he gets back to his regular self for next week. And I know from some of the comments we've been getting this week, you guys miss Joe dearly. Yeah, on that one. Nothing on the back of this one, guys. Yeah. All right, so now this rug here, it's got a... Jason, you want to just fold back one corner so they can see? This has a type of lining on the back. It's very similar to a tufted rug, little bit differently the way they put it together. So what we don't want to do is disturb. We want to disturb that layer on the back the least amount possible. So this rug doesn't have any pet urine or anything. So we're really just going to give it a really good face wash, and then get it dry. And while that's going on, it's going to allow for the viscose rug we have there soaking on our pet treatment to really just start to work. Now, I just see a customer just came in, so I'll be right back and I will answer all your questions. And Annette, good morning, and Michelle, good morning.
Sounds of who, please? You want to spray this again? Oh, take it. That's gonna hurt you. Joey D, I hope you're watching, kid.
All right, I'm back. Joey, we miss you as well. Patrick, really nice to hear that you. I know yesterday you said you were gonna have a bunch of wind.
Ooh, so nice.
Maybe 2 days ago. Thank God you missed it. But thank you for tuning in again, Patrick. Corporate watching. I wish centrifuges weren't so crazy expensive. It's just squeeze extraction, hang drying for us right now. I mean that works, you know. But they are pretty expensive. Thing is, they're built just so well. Some of them, there's just so much metal, and just the shipping alone on them can get a little crazy. You definitely should put it in your man cave. Yeah, they are. I mean, they really do allow you to clean a lot more rugs a lot quicker. I mean, you just really, there's only a limit to how many you can do without one. Let's see if we get anything out of this one. Yeah, again, a little bit there. Yeah, not bad. Let's see if we can get, maybe we wet it a little bit and maybe a little buyer break, just like right here. Yeah, just a little right here. Just want to see if that's dirt in there or that's just the traffic now. It's probably a little, it's probably a little bit of dirt right there. So, thank you for tuning in from Harlem. Relatively speaking, to a lot of the people watching us, you're pretty close. Oh yeah, actually, we just did 10 by 12 and you're out of space. You got to see what we did yesterday. I'll show you. See the background over there? That rug in the back? That's a 13 by 25. I was going to make a live video on it, but it just was a little too involved. I need to be too involved to actually try doing some of that. Man, maybe like on that edge over there too, a little bit. And it's funny, so we're getting I've mentioned a couple times, we're getting a new wash floor because lately we've been getting so many of these huge rugs. We cleaned an 11 by 18 the other day. We had a really strange custom cut we did a live on that was way bigger than our wash floor. And I have a feeling as soon as we get the new wash floor that we are not going to get a big rug for a while. That's literally what I'm worried about. But either way, it'll allow us to wash more rugs at the same time. So that's good. John A., is it cost effective? I mean, I would hope so for most people that are doing this. But it really is, depending on the type of rug they have. And, a lot of people really love their rug. Now, this type of rug here has... just see if anything moves. Now, this rug here was actually... this one in particular, these are a little bit less expensive. It might not be overly cost-effective to clean this type of rug sometimes. But this is a... This came to us from a restoration company. So the customer isn't actually paying anything. Their insurance company is covering it. Because unfortunately for them, they had I believe they had a fire in the home. So everything throughout the house got a little bit of a smoke smell to it. I don't think so on this one. I don't think so. But John, on our channel the other day, we cleaned 2 rugs that were over 100 years old. Originally, I thought they were only 80 years old. We got a little bit more information about them, and the owner of the rugs actually died in 1931.
Good job.
All right, so we're gonna get this one into the centrifuge, and then we're gonna go to our viscose one in the back over there. So I'm gonna put us back into my normal position here. Which I think provides the most overall coverage in portrait mode. And again, if you guys are just tuning in, we are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We're going to be cleaning a whole bunch of rugs for you today live for our actual customers. And this is one of our Q&A style lives, so please, we encourage everybody to participate. Ask any questions that you have. And we hope that you're enjoying your morning or evening, wherever you're watching, and give you guys a little bit of information, maybe learn a little something, and just enjoy the relaxing visuals on screen. And again, we're coming at you live from New York on Long Island. Beautiful sunny morning here in Long Island. Jarrell, thank you very much. How do you guys go out of your way to not use the card? You guys go out of your way sometimes to just not use the card. I don't know. I know they're light. I just don't want you guys to slip. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the blooper, but until one of you breaks your ankle. Is that rug going into the dryer? Yes, it is, Pamela. So that rug is in the centrifuge right now. And I'll be able to show you a little bit of what we get out of it. No, we're going to finish this one. Finish that one first. Then we're going to do that weird bluish white one. Yeah. This is Jamie in the corner. Yes, Jamie is in the corner. Michelle says hello. And I think Jamie said she wants to do like a whole live by herself one day. We're just gonna, wow, look at that face. Let me zoom in on that sadness. Okay. All right, so we are gonna get back now to the viscose rug that we had sitting in our pet treatment in the corner over there. So now this has been sitting in our pet treatment for a little bit. Yes, this is the back of the rug. And Jamie, you got that before picture? Let me show them. Show a lot of the urine on there. Now with viscose rugs, sometimes when we clean them, a lot of the urine immediately comes out, the staining. And then if not, we have to do a little bit of work after. But we have a pretty high success rate of getting staining out of these. So I'm going to show you the picture here. You can see right here all of this. Let me zoom in a little more. All these urine stains. Now that's on the front of the rug. Send me that picture. And right now we're working on the back of the rug. Harley from Albuquerque, hello. So how much we charge to clean a rug? So our prices, they're all by the square foot. And they range between $2.25 up to about $5 per square foot. Now, occasionally, we might charge a little bit more than that. But in general, I would say most rugs in general are usually around $3 to $4 a square foot. Actually, we do a lot in the $2 range as well. A lot of customers drop off less expensive rugs to us, a lot of synthetic rugs. And if they don't have any pet urine on them, we really work with them a little bit to get them as clean as possible at a price that makes sense for their rug. And the biggest price, the reason we have what changes the price is number one, if a rug has urine or it does not. And then secondly, Secondly, what the material of the rug is made of. Do I charge per room for wall-to-wall carpet by the square foot? I don't do anything by the square foot in for residential. Everything, all of our pricing is more based on how long we think, a general idea of the amount of rooms and how the amount of labor hours that we're going to put into it. Now, again, we're also not doing tons of that type of work in customers' homes. We don't really advertise that kind of work. But we found that system works pretty well for what we got going on here. Now, on the commercial side, we do a lot of charging by the square foot. I'm going to move the camera. There's a lot coming out now. Woo. And there you go. Cindy, hello. We got to do rayon. Is this business making money? Just unplug the pump. It would be if we weren't constantly expanding and trying to outfit this place to really do even more rugs. But right now we're doing a lot of reinvestment in our business. Now this business is a very new part of our business. So our business was started in 1978. We're a family business. I am actually the third generation. And the majority of our business comes from actually office cleaning. And during COVID, we realized that less and less people were going into houses, so we better figure out a way to get into their homes. And one reason or another, we got into rug cleaning. We kind of dipped our foot in it in late 21, all of 22. And then we tried to take this business very seriously last year. And now this year we're trying to actually turn it into like a quote-unquote real business. The other experienced rugs on the other day, how they turn out? They actually turn out really well. We got to do a little bit of work on the fringes. Now they do want us to cut down some of the fringes on those old rugs because they're very uneven right now. But we'll get, once they're completely finished, we'll put a community post up for you guys. Yeah, let's rinse some of that out, yeah. Let's rinse a little more of that out, yeah. Can we include some automation? So we will start to probably in late 2025, maybe early 2026, we're going to start implementing a couple of other types of machines in here that will allow us to... The problem we have right now is if we add more automation into our business, we don't have the proper setup to actually handle that, the speed at which some of them would get done. So, right, like for example, the first thing we're doing, we're making a much bigger wash floor. And that's going to allow, because the first piece of automation that we would get in the shop here is a rug wash tub. And what that does is you still have to, it just kind of does this part, the scrubbing and the soap application. It's a big tub where you put a rug in, and it gently kind of just flows around there, all the dirt gets removed. But then you still have to pull it onto a wash floor. And our wash floor would not be big enough to handle that type of that type of speed at which we be able to clean rugs. So we're working on. We have to kind of do that first. And then the other issue we have, we took over the other side of the building here. We always had this side. We moved into that side. We have to move this drying rack. We have to really turn that entire side into the drying room, or else we'll end up cleaning rugs faster than we can get them dry and touched up and worked on. Pamela, thank you. Do we use some type of water recycling or water filtration system? So, again, this being so new, we are looking into some of that. Now, it's actually a little expensive to do that, and our water bill is very low cost here. So we're trying to figure out a way that makes sense for us economically as well. And everything we use in rug cleaning is way below the pH level that you're allowed to dump into like sewers or into ground. So we're super compliant with that. And we don't really use any high pH chemistry for this or any kind of like, we don't use like a lot of solvents or anything like that. We use occasionally some plant-based solvents, but yeah. Throughput is gated by dry time. So it's funny, it used to be gated by not enough water. So we put more tanks in. We're actually putting another tank in once we saw, actually the first problem we had was, we couldn't get the trough empty quick enough. But once we figured that out, then we started to run out of water. But now we fixed the water problem. Now we become busy. It's like every time we fix a problem, it really makes a new problem. And I guess that's just growing pangs, but it's just making, it's literally every time we fix something and we change something, there's another thing that we have to change again. And again, that's just growing, I think, which is probably a good problem to have. It can be a little stressful, though, on the day-to-day. You gotta, before you do that, probably just get it evenly. And maybe make the rug a little bit wetter. Just a touch wetter, and then shut that pump, too. Make it spread it out a little bit, make it a little wetter, and then just, yeah. Are there reasons for the different color buckets? Yes. So we were having an issue where we were using a lot of the same color buckets, and we would come in the next day and nobody would know what chemistry was in those buckets, and we'd be throwing out perfectly good chemistry or using it on synthetic rugs because we didn't know what it was, and you can basically use any of our cleaning solutions on synthetic rugs. Mermaid, why not steam clean? You cannot really effectively steam clean a viscose rug. You will pretty much ruin it for one reason or another. Either you won't have it wet enough. You definitely can't use heat. You would not use heat on this rug. You would start to take the color out. You bleach it just with the heat. But it has urine in it, so even if you could steam clean it, you're never going to get the urine out effectively. And we'll get this rug this is a viscose rug, so these are the slowest drying rugs for us. But we will get this rug about 90 to 92% dry in 3 minutes when we put it in our centrifuge. And I'll show you that as we do it. Now, it goes in the centrifuge for about 10 minutes because we will start to rinse out any of this urine that we did not get out from our washing process here. We will be able to actively rinse in our machine, and then we'll get the rug very dry. John, thank you. But really, outside of most synthetic rugs, and even in a home, you really should not steam clean any type of rug. Now, you can steam clean a synthetic rug in your home, but the biggest issue you're going to have is you're going to make the floor under your rug wet. And once you get if your rug is on padding or the rug gets too wet, you're either going to buckle your wood floors, or you are going to leave too much moisture and you're going to cause mold and mildew. And that's why a lot of carpet cleaners in our area now are actually taking advantage of our services, and they're bringing their customers' rugs to us. I go into pressure washing. I think we got to figure out how to grow this actual business first, while maintaining the main business that we actually have. That being said, we do offer some commercial power washing to some of our customers. How many members are on our team? So in our office cleaning business, we've got about 60 to 70 people who work for us on that side of the business. And then, guys, you could just watch how they do nothing right now. And then in the rug business, we've got about, I want to say about 12 or so, maybe 15 people total. We have a couple of guys from the other business we have who crossed over a bit, but they're kind of working in. They're kind of working in both businesses. How'd you learn how to clean rugs, and what solution do you use on different rugs? Good question. So we took, a couple of us here took very extensive classes, multiple day, 16-hour day courses to really learn how to, the chemistry side of this. And I've spent a ton of hours really digging into how rug-specific cleaning chemistry works on different types of rugs. And then we have to kind of translate that to our employees. Guys, and how many different cleaning solutions? Well, right now, we probably use somewhere in the ballpark of 50 to 60, maybe even 70 different types of cleaning solution for rugs. Now, on a day-to-day basis, we probably only use about 10 or so. There are a lot of very unique things that can happen with certain rugs. And when you need an issue, especially when you have a very unique type of rug with a unique type of dye, and now somebody has introduced some kind of very unique spill into that situation. In general, though, the general cleaning of these rugs is a relatively easy thing to learn. But we try to make it a little bit easier by color coding some stuff and giving guys the types of rugs that we know they are ready to clean. Mermaid Munch, how much does a rug that size cost brand new? So that really depends on where they bought it from. So a lot of, unfortunately, there's like the people who sell rugs, it's a very high perception on what somebody's willing to pay. Now this Viscose rug here inherently is not very expensive, but if they bought this from a designer, this could be a $15,000 rug. Now I don't think this particular one is, but you can buy a very similar rug from two different places and pay extraordinarily different pricings. I've seen people for a rug like this pay about $1,000, $2,000, up to literally $9,000 or $8,000, $10,000 sometimes. And all it takes is to put a designer tag on the back. Is Viscose not prone to browning when wet cleaned? Viscose is extremely prone to browning to wet cleaned if you do not dry it quickly. You can keep Viscose as wet as you want, as long as you want. But during the drying process, the lignins in the actual fiber, so that's a molecule that's in the actual cotton fiber, that is what turns brown. Now, there's a couple of ways to remove those. There's one way to permanently remove them, and then there's another way to hide them. Anything acidic will hide them, and a lot of anything peroxide-based will permanently remove them, but at the same time, if you don't do it correctly, anything peroxide-based will also destroy the rug. So in general, when you're cleaning Viscose, you want to get it as dry as possible and only introduce as much moisture as you can effectively dry. Now, the caveat to that is if you don't add a lot of moisture and you start to agitate Viscose, it will permanently ionic bond together. It will never be able to remove the bonding. It will look clumpy and the texture will change permanently. So there's a lot more that goes into cleaning Viscose than regular wall-to-wall carpet. And the most effective way and easiest way is to actually really wet it, get a lot of soap on it, and get it clean, and then get it dry. And the only way to really do that is with a centrifuge and a correct temperature when hanging and stuff like that. And definitely a ton of air movement. This rug is beige. Vernon, thank you for tuning in again. Do I think we're going to clean a shag rug today? I think I got one over there. I think I have two of them over there. I don't know if they're ready to be cleaned yet. I don't know if they've been dusted yet. But if they have been, we will. I'll make sure we try to add one in for you. All right. So what they're doing now, they're putting this into our rug centrifuge. And again, if you're just tuning in, we are cleaning finishing up now a Viscose rug here that had a lot of urine on it. So now the rug goes in the centrifuge. And the first thing we're trying to do when we turn the machine on is we are trying to have the rug. So if you imagine the rug is it's rolled up like this in the centrifuge. We want it to actually open up into the walls of the centrifuge, because you see the tube that's there. There's another tube, perforated tube in that tube, and that space in between allows for water to come out. So we're able to rinse the rug until it's sufficiently, the water is coming out clear. And then we get the rug, rug like that particular viscose rug, somewhere around 90 to 92% dry in 3 minutes. Pamela, one of the rugs we clean today, I usually try to go over to the centrifuge and actually show it how it works, so I will do that on one of the rugs today. But basically, it just spins at a high rate. That centrifugal force is pushing the water out of the rug. It allows us to rinse rugs and add new water. All right, guys, so I just want to give them a little bit of a rundown. This is a little bit of a weird rug for us. Now, it's a synthetic rug, but it's made out of rope. It's a nylon rug made out of rope. All right, guys, so we're not going to be able to use a machine on this. Maybe we can. Let's see what happens. Maybe. Get over with your help, but definitely not brush. Yeah, it's kind of dirty though. Those are going to have a really hard time squeezing this, because there's nothing to squeeze it. You got to squeeze the whole. There's a lot of water under it. You know what we clean like wool braided rugs? You know what we clean like the wool ones like that? Yeah. Same idea. You actually might be able, though, if it's really dirty, to power wash it. And this is just rope. Yeah. It looks like you clean the bottom of the rugs. Is there a correct order to clean a rug? There is, actually. So now we haven't really got to a normal rug yet today. But in general, now this was a little bit unique, this one, so we're going to have to kind of change it a little bit. But in general, when we're cleaning a rug, the first step is we give every rug a pre-scrub and rinse. And that allows us to get away any loose dirt. Now, we don't want any of our cleaning solutions to have to fight harder through loose dirt to get to the hard dirt. We'd rather remove the loose dirt and then have our cleaning solution work more effectively on the stuff that is harder to remove. And it also allows us to remove any soap that our customers may have tried to use on the rug in their house. Because what happens most of the time is our customers try to clean things and they never rinse anything. So you're left with the original stain plus the soap. And we don't want their cleaning solution to mix with our cleaning solution. So that's the first step. From there, we always do typically we do the front of a rug. And guys, just so you can see how much more we're getting out of that rug there. Of course, Jason's blocking us. There you go. Now that's that viscose rug that's in there right now. There's even more dirt and urine coming out from the washing process. And we'll run this now a couple times till it's completely clear. But then once we actually give a rug a pre-scrub and rinse, then typically we put cleaning solution onto the front of the rug. Now that can change depending on what we're doing. Sometimes we might have to put a pet treatment first, but principally it's the same idea. We put the cleaning solution down. We work that in either by hand or with some type of machine. And then we leave that on there and we turn the rug over, clean the back of the rug, rinse off the back, turn the rug back to the front, rinse off the front, assess where we're at, if we need to kind of clean the front of the rug a little bit more. And then when we're finished, it goes into our centrifuge to dry, and then it gets hung up on one of our racks. Sure. Is this the back of the rug?
Yeah.
See if the machine runs on it. On the back, why not? Why not? Don't do, just kind of move. So go this way because the rope is going this way. Don't cross the rope.
This way.
Yeah, like up and down the rug, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be, yeah, perfect. There you go. Now you're good. And basically just to kind of do that, and then from there maybe power wash. Okay. Mermaid, thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. How much do I pay my staff? So the starting rate for anybody cleaning rugs here is usually slightly over $20 an hour. And guys, there's no water running to that machine. There's no water running to the machine. Yeah, but you got to turn the. Yeah, that needs to go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can turn that nozzle, you know. Like if you want. Okay. Is this rug braided? Sort of, yeah. It's basically a braided rug. It's basically two nylon ropes that they just turned into a rug. Have we ever turned a customer down because of the condition of the rug? I'd like to say yes, but typically what we do is we end up, because we want to try to make content on it or we just want the challenge, we usually set very clear expectations with customers in writing, and then we give it a shot. Now, sometimes we've had some discussions where we'll tell a customer that we don't think the rug might survive the washing process, and they just might choose to not even bother. But if they want us to wash it after we've explained the risk, we will give it a shot, and we'll do it as carefully as possible. We will not put a damaged rug into our centrifuge. We'll try it some other different ways. What's that on right now? I know. Still running? Yeah, just maybe take it to 7-ish. Okay, good. Fire miles. Are we supervise our workers at all times to prevent any mistakes? No, that would be a very difficult way to run a business. So we have management in place, and like any other business, if there's issues, we deal with it every day. Well, Trade, we're fortunate enough that the price we charge for rugs is very commiserate with the labor rate and the chemistry costs. And again, if you are just tuning in, we are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We're coming at you live from New York. We are on Long Island. My name is Pat Santoro. I am a third-generation owner of this business, and today you are watching Jamie here. She's doing some of our filming right now. She's cutting up some shorts on her phone. Jason, Anthony. And we're cleaning a whole bunch of rugs for you guys today. And this is one of our Q&A style live videos. Now the power washing process here is a little bit loud, so bear with us. But if you do have any questions, please ask away. You're going to want to put a lot of water under this rug right now because you can see how much started to come off there. And now these types of rugs, these braided rugs, are a little bit tricky sometimes because the dirt constantly, as we clean the top, moves to the bottom. So even as we turn them over, this We have to put a lot of water under the rugs and through the rugs to really get as much dirt out as possible. But it does look like we are definitely loosening up that dirt. You can kind of see in the corner there what's going on. What's your suggestion on cleaning carpet, rugs, and cars? So, Pamela, I would clean them. I would clean that's usually going to be synthetic carpet. So you can kind of really clean it any way you'd clean a synthetic rug. You could try like some kind of rented Bissell or something, or really just a car detailer would probably be the best bet. Unfortunately, I don't really know. Your hand just got real moist. I don't really know a lot of the best DIY ways to do things sometimes with cleaning, because my entire life I've had access to professional cleaning equipment. So I've only learned that way, and anytime I've ever needed anything cleaned, I just take equipment from the business. You got to go flatter. Put the handle down lower. And don't push. Just let it. One hand. There you go. Yep. We're gonna end up getting most of the dirt out of this in the centrifuge. That's the reality of this. Yep. So there you go. So maybe a Hoover or some kind of like. I'm actually gonna rent a. What do you call those things? Oh, a rug doctor. I was gonna rent a rug doctor to make a video and see how well it actually works. So as soon as I get a chance to do that, maybe I'll try to find one of their little mini ones, and I'll see how it looks on how it works on maybe my car. So now that other one is that Viscose one. Juan's going to take it out. Now, Viscose rugs in general do usually require, once they're dry, a little bit of extra work from us. Typically, we have to try to soften up the rug a little bit. Even for us, when we get them dry quickly, they do get a little stiff on us. What car am I rolling with? I've got a regular old-fashioned F-150. And Juan might need a little bit of help here. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot less. I don't really see any urine stains right now. Now, when it dries, they might pop back a bit. What Juan is doing here, he's grooming the rug. So every rug has a light side and dark side. And you're going to see when I go to the other side of the rug, how much lighter the rug's starting to look. Now you can see where we rolled it. That's just a little bit of mark from the pole there. So Juan, we got to try to get those little pole marks out. Yeah, this came out really nice. Is our centrifuge heated? No. We don't use any hot water in the washing process at all. That's because hot water in general, let's see what that looks like on the other side. Hot water in general, for too many types of rugs we clean, causes too many problems. And again, you can start to see the dark side here. Now, Viscose in general, you saw that those marks there. That's something that once this rug dries, we are going to have to by hand, like almost rub out. It's kind of similar to wool. It's almost like hair. It's not. It's a plant material, so it's a little bit more fragile. But you see Juan starting to play around with it here. And we are still in the process of cleaning this one. Now, what do you guys think of this angle here? This is a little bit off of the washer, a little bit lower. It's gonna be you're gonna see a little less of the squeegee, but you'll see a little bit more of the whole process. You tell me if you guys like this one. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. Get that one. Okay, you guys like the other angle better? All right, so why don't we do this? Why don't we... give me 1 second. I'll move you guys back to the other spot. It's been a little loud the last couple minutes here. Sorry about that, guys. Between the power washer and the fans and the winch. Now, we are going to be moving this rack very soon, in a couple weeks. And you won't have to hear that screeching winch anymore. But let's get back to it. So, we are now going to put this one into the centrifuge. And these typically rinse very efficiently because there's so much space in between the braiding of the rug. And we'll get right to the next one after that. Oh, Dave, thank you. Samaya, hello. Thank you for tuning in again. You might be the one who tunes in the most, and we really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna get them set up with the next rug here, and we'll keep cleaning away. No, Joe is not here today. He actually was in the live for a little bit. I don't know if he's still watching. But he's a little bit under the weather today.
Me and Jay are chocolate.
Wow, this one's thirsty. Yeah, so the wool rugs really, really look at it. It's so sad that you missed Joe so much. Jason doesn't seem too bothered by it. He could find it in you? Yeah. So this one's thirsty, yeah. So some of these rugs, they really hold a ton of weight in water. And you can see how much they just wet this one, how dry it still is. Is this rug expensive? Not overly sure. So that's the one thing, us being so new at the rug cleaning business. It takes a long time to really learn the value of every type of rug and where rugs are made from. And honestly, our main focus has always been on right now on how to actually clean them. But there are some courses I'm going to be taking at some point to give me a better idea. It just helps with customers too. But right now, we've actually made a couple of really good friends who really give us an idea of what rugs are worth. So if a customer asks us to try to get an idea of a value, we go to them. But we really don't do that for every rug. Now this rug here came to us from an insurance company. We work with a handful of restoration as well as insurance companies. So sometimes an insurance company calls us, says they have a policy holder who had an issue in the house. In this particular case, a refrigerator fresh water line leaked. So one of the like the ice machine, and this that water got all over their house, and I guess this rug got a little bit wet. Is this the same rug from like 40 minutes ago? No, this is a brand new rug. The one from 40 minutes ago is right over here. And if you guys are just tuning in, we've been cleaning a whole bunch of rugs for you today live. We're on the third one of the day live on our 7th rug of the day total for the day. It is 10:40 in the morning here. And every Thursday we do one of these live. Yes, everyone. Every time you use that stuff. We're using D2, right? All right, D2? Yeah. Again, back to what I was saying. And again, we're going to be moving this rack. So if you've been watching a lot of our live videos, you always hear that sound. That sooner than later, that will be gone from the lives. But again, my name is Pat. We're ATC Rug Washer coming at you live from New York. A beautiful sunny morning here on a Thursday. And it is a really beautiful day. And you're all very beautiful people for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you very much. Today you got Juan on the floor here, kind of doing the centrifuge and some of the rug hanging and some other things on the other side of our shop. You've got Jason, you've got Anthony, you've got Jamie, and as always behind the camera you have me. And this is one of our CCTV style, no, I'm sorry, this is one of our Q&A AMA style lives. So if you have any questions, please ask away. We do one of these. We end up doing a couple of these a week. But every Thursday morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, we try to do one of these. We pretty much commit to doing one of these every Thursday morning. Now, on our channel, if you've never seen us before, or if you have seen us before, you're going to hear me say it again. We only clean rugs for actual customers. We do not make rugs dirty on purpose. Even sometimes when you see somebody's video and they say they found it in their dumpster, they're lying to you. They still made it dirty on purpose. And the reason you can tell is when they clean the rug, that rug has no traffic pattern. So it looks like once it's clean, nobody's ever walked on it. And that's because nobody has. Now, we are very grateful for those people who make those videos for us. I actually enjoy some of their videos as well. They do make pretty nice, relaxing ASMR content, but they've also made rug cleaning in general very popular on social media. And our channel now, our whole point of our channel is to show you what it's like to actually do this work for real. And soon we are working on, you will be able to actually say, if you live in the US, you'll be able to send your rugs to us, and we will make your rug YouTube famous. And we'll give you a shout out. We will clean any rug that is sent to us from you guys. We will make a video, and like I said, we'll give you a shout out and make it famous. Any fringe care for this rug? Yes, so we will do a little bit. You start to see how much is kind of coming out of there. On these fringes, we will definitely power wash them. Too much mud. Yeah, so any of those videos, it just doesn't. Well, first off, anybody who actually cleans rugs, let's say for some possible scenario, somebody brought me a rug with that much mud on it, I would never wet that hard mud now and then make mud on my wash floor. I'd be clogging up my drain lines, all that stuff. The first thing you would do is you would remove all of that hard mud. You would kind of break it up, throw it in the garbage, throw it outside, and then actually clean the rug. Why would they waste so much money on faking this? They waste so much money on faking this because I don't even want to begin to tell you how much money Mountain Rug Cleaning makes on his videos. You would be absolutely shocked. And that is just from YouTube, just from the content creators get. How heavy is this rug now? That's a really good question. I don't exactly know the answer. I've never actually weighed them, but you got to figure at least triple as heavy as it was before we started cleaning it. Especially right now because we have the squeegee does help quite a bit. When we do the squeegee, it does make the rug a little bit lighter. And sometimes on really big rugs holding a lot of water, especially like big shag rugs, you'll see us use the squeegee and then switch over to our heavy roller over there. And every once in a while, if you go back and watch some of our videos, you might even see us use the truck to suck up some water before we put it in the centrifuge. And we don't have that problem as much anymore. This is our second centrifuge in the 3 years we've been doing this. The first one just was not very. It was just a little bit of a cheaper model from a different company, and it was not very. We didn't find it very comfortable and safe to use. We would have it would bounce around. It would run away from us. If we had a really heavy, big rug in there, it would blow the door open. Just not really safe to use. And now we have this one from a company called Orbitech. They are made right here in America, in Alabama. And Scott and his father, they make everything by hand. And they do absolutely fantastic work. And I actually think on one of our lives, Scott was here helping us install a new drying rack. And he makes everything. So he makes this drying rack, he makes all the carts you see here, this centrifuge, a whole bunch of other types of equipment. Sassy Velvet Vixen, this is a good question. So thank you for showing a normal cleaning. I've always been curious as to why the top is clean before the bottom. This one, let's just, yeah, let this one sit for a minute. Why don't you give yourself guys a little water break? Have you earned it? Maybe. I said, have you earned it? Maybe. All right, so we're gonna give the guys a little bit of a break here, and while we're gonna let our cleaning solution do its job here. Now this rug doesn't have any pet urine on it, but had a little bit of water damage from a house that had a little bit more significant water damage. So we just want to make sure we let that pet treatment kind of work its way into any mildew or possibly any mold that could be on there. This particular treatment we're using is, I call it a pet treatment, but it's rated to also work on mold and mildew and a whole bunch of other live types of organic, nasty stuff that we can run across. Anyway, so I'm sorry, Sassy, so your question. So thank you for showing a normal cleaning. I've always been curious as to why the top is clean before the bottom. There is a logical reason. So we want to use gravity on the front of the rug and really in the middle of the rug as part of the cleaning process. So when we wet the front of the rug and we do a pre-scrub rinse, we gotta get all that loose stuff out. First off, most of the dirt is always going to be on the front of the rug, not the back. So when we start the rug, we want to get as much of that loose dirt out as possible. So we wet the rug, we scrub it, we rinse it, we get all that out. Once we add our cleaning solution though, we work that in and then we turn the rug upside down and then start to clean the back. So we actually start the cleaning process on the front and then end with it on the front. And that allows us, when the rug is upside down, the cleaning solution, as it starts to work from the front of the rug up to the middle of the rug and now on the back of the rug, through the middle of the rug, it allows gravity to start to pull a lot of that dirt down. And you're going to see, because this is the back of the rug right now, when they start to rinse this, either they're going to remember, or I'm going to tell them to put water under the rug, and you're going to see a lot of dirt come out almost from under the rug, not the back. We really don't get a lot of rug dirt to usually kind of come off the back of the rug, but while it's upside down, we get a ton of dirt to fall to the wash floor, and we're able to rinse that away. To drink water, not even from the hose. I know. And we give them the water. Sassy, you're very welcome. Speaking of, I should get a little bit of water myself. Of course, I forgot a bottle here, so I'll go grab one in a minute. Yeah, make sure we put some good amount of water under. Yeah. And you can start to see here, down here, there's my finger right here, how much dirt is actually coming kind of from the bottom of the rug, just kind of pitching down. Baby, come in. All right, so now it's going to take a few seconds, but you're going to start to see. So Anthony has the water under the rug right now. And depending on the weight of the rug, it does take a little bit, but all that water is now being trapped under the rug. And you're starting to see how that dirt is starting to slowly trickle out. Now, when he actually does the squeegeeing, you're going to see like almost like a bit of a plume of dirt, like whatever you call it, a puddle of dirt. Alexandra, do you have there a big air conditioner? No, we do not, unfortunately. Somebody asked, do we have a big air conditioner here? No, do we have an air conditioner here? No, we do not. No, we do not. It does get very hot here in the summer. And part of the reason we don't have an air conditioner in here is because constantly all day we have to keep this door open, and we actually have another door on the other side. And we just would not be able to make the place cold enough. It would really be just a waste of electricity and money. So when it's hot, and they just do the best they can. Okay. All right, I am going to grab a bottle of water. Let's see what they're going to do now. They're going to just kind of, again, you're not going to see a ton of squeegeeing, a ton of stuff come out of the back because it's so tightly knotted. But you will see all that dirt you're seeing there. That's coming from the front. Again, it looks like there's no water, and then you start to see a little bit come out. Now, what we're going to do is, while I'm gone, they're just going to turn this rug over, and you're going to see a lot more dirt come out of the front side of the rug. And then we'll power wash the fringes, and we'll assess to see how dirty the rug still is, and we'll go from there. And guys, I think we give this one a little oriental on the front. Let's power wash the fringes as well. Okay?
motherland. I guess you say what can make me feel this way. My girl, talking about my girl. Did you bet that thing or not? We gotta figure out a new song for Patty. There's no more summer patties. Fall patties.
Okay.
Some sun on this rug.
We got a great singing voice, as the comments. What's been going on out here?
Somebody said?
Somebody did.
I sang a little My Girl. Phil.
Nice.
Sang a little My Girl.
Not a bad voice. Keep it low, high notes. No.
Yeah, of course, no high notes for me. But I like trying.
You do. And it does make the place much more jovial when you're here. It's definitely starting to look a lot cleaner. And thank you for that comment, Cindy. It made me laugh. Yeah, it can be. It's definitely a little taxing. All right, so we're going to power wash these fringes a little bit. Not too close, guys. They look a little beat up. I don't want to shoot them off the rug. And then we're going to rinse off the rug here, put it in our centrifuge. And then the next one we got is it's a little bit of a different rug for today. It's a Chinese wool rug, but it's tufted, very, very poorly tufted. Fringes are very dirty on it, and the rug itself is a little dirty as well. Kevin, you have a rug washer shop too? That's great. Where are you located? And again, if you guys are just tuning in, we're ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services. We're coming at you live from New York on a beautiful sunny day here on Long Island. In the middle of cleaning a whole bunch of rugs. This is one of our Q&A AMA style live videos. And we will we do 3 types of live videos on our channel. The first one is a straightforward CCTV style live video. We just let the camera run. I don't really stand behind the camera that day. And we just show you guys what we're doing. The next style of live is this one we're doing right here today. It's, again, our AMA Q&A style. And again, if you're asking any questions, please, if you're tuning in, you want to ask any questions, I'll answer any questions you guys ask. And I also like to give you guys just a general idea of what it's like to work in an actual rug shop that cleans rugs for actual customers. Kevin, that's awesome that you're in California. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I think we're kind of in the same price-ish range as you as well, Kevin. This is probably in the ballpark of that as well.
6 more weeks and that clock's gonna be right.
Papa Oil, hello. And our last type of live video is our special edition live videos. And that's where we kind of clean I try to save those for either really old or really super unique looking or strange shaped rugs. And usually those rugs, they take a little bit more time to clean. So it's usually you get a really nice live video out of them. Can I clean your wife's rugs? I clean anybody's rugs. Annie Schultz, where's all the water go? So unplug the pump. You hear it? Like that pitch? Yeah. In New York. I know what you meant. I know what he meant. But I'm going to answer it as professional as I can. So where does all the water go? So in where we live here, or where we work, we are allowed to dump carpet cleaning waste below a certain pH level, which everything in our shop is below that pH level, either to ground or into the sanitary sewer. When I say into ground, I mean let's say you're doing carpet cleaning at somebody's house, customer's house, you can either put it like in a flower bed or some inconspicuous area where it cannot reach the regular water, like freshwater lines, like no storm drains. And then the other option is into the sewer system, which is where all of our water currently goes. Seven's right there.
That's a 6.
Oh, okay. I mean, you probably could use the 6.
I'm gonna use this like that.
All right.
I don't know, it's not in the centrifuge, so long.
Pamela, are the boots they're wearing skid proof? Yes. So we've gone through a bunch of different type of boots here, and in general, yeah, you want to find some anti-skid ones. Now the wash floor itself, skid boots, no skid boots, it's not slippery at all. But our other floor here is very slippery when wet, especially when you're trying to carry a heavy rug off of the wash floor into that machine. That's why I always tell my guys to use the cart, and then they never want to use it. I don't understand why. I guess they just want to fall down. I have no idea. Sometimes they like working harder. Let's grab, while we're waiting for him, let's grab the other one. It's the other, it's the tufted one on the bottom left there. What's the biggest rug we've cleaned? So right in the background here, the tufted one on the bottom. No, over there on the shelf. Yeah. This was one of them right here. This rug was 25 by 13. Not the biggest we've cleaned. That's the hardest part, rolling rug straight. So it can be. If I'm going to admit to everybody, I'm not the best at it anymore because I don't really clean as many of the rugs. I'm not as hands-on anymore. So sometimes I struggle now with it now a little bit. But in our old centrifuge, it was very important to have balance because the machine was so light. This machine now, you can kind of really put an off-kiltered rug into that machine and nothing happens. Nothing bad happens. All right, now this one, guys, is tufted. No pet urine. Steven, I was going to make a video on it. It just was way too complicated and involved. And the way we had to do that rug, we were all over the place with different angles. All right, guys, so this is tufted. Let's pull it back. No, there's no urine. So we're just going to give this a really good face wash. It's pretty dirty, and especially on the fringes. So I want to pre-treat the fringes with Sublime. Okay. Yep.
going to use
When you're pouring that, do it over a bucket that you're going to make Oriental in. That way, if you spill some, yeah, we'll just put it right on there. And that's what we're going to use on this one. Yeah. Yeah, so I was going to make a video on that huge rug, and then as soon as we get the new wash floor, anytime we get a huge rug like that, we will make one. We do try to do that right now, but that rug was just too big and required too many of us to clean to try to really make a good. Nobody be able to stand behind the camera. It's just a real kind of a nightmare until we get the new wash floor. Honestly, that rug took like 3 times as long as it should have because of how big it was. It basically went out all the way out to like here on the floor, and it would pretty much fit on the new wash floor. Now we're doing this rug here. This is I don't know if you heard me mention it to the guys, this rug here has no pet urine. And it's a tufted rug, so we're not really going to do anything on the back. The more we wet this rug, if we try to agitate the back of it, we can break the rug down. So on this rug here, we're really just going to give it a really good face wash. And sometimes with these types of rugs, we won't even wash them. We have a pretty extensive discussion with our customer, and we explain the reasons why washing might not be the best option. But because this rug is pretty beat up and pretty dirty, we're definitely going to want to. The easiest way to do it is just going to be to wash the front of it really, really well. And then especially the fringes are in really bad shape in some spots. It's a little hard to see, but if I kind of go down to here a little bit, like right here, you can see how dirty they are. It's just so much easier to power wash them. Hello again, Jamie. That's right, Jamie. There's a Jamie. And again, thank you all very much for tuning in. We love these Q&A style live videos because we get a lot of interaction from all of you. And I always forget to ask, but if you are new to our channel, please like and subscribe. And we come at you guys with tons of videos. We've got these live formats. These are usually at least 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. I see you there, G. Matthews, with the rug puns. I appreciate it. You got to cover the cut the rug. You got a rug could be a carpet. Can a rug be a carpet though? And let's get the old rug pull. Now again, we gave this rug a quick pre-scrub and rinse. You see a little bit of that dirt coming out of there. Jamie, she spells it just like you spell it. All right, so now we're also spinning that last rug we just did in the centrifuge. Now let's see what we get out of that one. And I can see already, definitely more dirt. Look at that. So Gregory, you're actually watching what I'm showing you right now. That's how we dry the rugs. So there's a rug right now drying in our machine here. It's a rug centrifuge, and what that does is it allows us to rinse the rugs after we wash them further. You can see how much we're getting out of there. And once we give it a couple rinses, and when that water starts to run really clear, then we dry the rug, and that takes about 3 minutes or so. For the type of rug that's in there now, it's a wool rug. That rug will get about 95% dry in 3 minutes. Takesta, thank you. I'm glad you guys are all enjoying the format I'm trying to do here. And again, the whole point of our channel, we're really just trying to... thank you very much for your comment. Thank you for watching. And Gregory, you as well. Thank you. And yeah, we're just really trying to show people... we know rug cleaning got a lot more popular because some of the channels who were making a lot of that ASMR content, albeit that a lot of them are making rugs kind of quote-unquote dirty on purpose, not really cleaning rugs for customers. So we wanted to show everybody what it's like to actually clean rugs for customers. Love that pumping. Definitely gonna need some defoamer in there. D-Matt, we're hiring. You love to do this all day. So at the moment, we are not hiring. But are you relatively local to us? Let's get some defoamer in there in general. And again, on this particular rug, if you're just tuning in, this is a Chinese wool tufted rug. Now, normally, there is no pet issues on this, so normally we do not wash these when there is no pet urine, because the more we wet these types of rugs, the more damage we can cause. But this rug is very heavily soiled, so the best way to really get it clean is to clean it, and I'm fairly confident it's going to survive the washing process. The amount of people on the internet that tell me they'll work for free, I guess it's kind of crazy. How do I get my guys right now to work for free? This one's starting to definitely look a lot better. And if you are just tuning in, you didn't hear me say before, very soon we've been working on the last couple of weeks, trying to figure out how all of you watching in the US can send rugs to us for cleaning. And as soon as we roll that out, we'll let you all know. And we're just trying to figure out the most efficient way. We're going to make a whole bunch of videos on showing you the different types of rugs you might have, how we can send them to you, how you can send them to us. And if you send us a rug for cleaning, we will make your rug YouTube famous. We'll give you a shout out. And yeah, we'll probably clean a lot of those rugs on our live videos. And then we'll make you guys some shorts as well. Oh, we got a nice goatee on the hose guy.
I'm a hose guy today?
That's you. Yeah, you're the hose guy today.
Like the goatee?
That's from Joey D 915X. Now Joey D here, he's usually on camera today,
Tell Joey D that.
but he's a little bit under the weather.
Tell Joey D that I have to go under the rug for him.
Yes. Actually, Anthony has taken up the Joey D mantle today. And I see in the distance one of our very good customers is just here. So I'm going to let him... I'm going to go help him really quick. Come on. And you guys enjoy the rug cleaning here. And I'll be back in a minute. Any questions you guys have, please ask. Pamela, I'll get to your question in a second. And I'll be right back. Jamie.
I make the difference. little less than 8:30. I know like 8:30. I think 8:35 is on time. You should answer the question to the millions of fans out there. What's considered on time? Right?
I was very sassy.
I'm going to answer outside. We have a little debate here at work. Question, answer in the comments. What is considered on time for work? Go ahead. Means 10, 15 minutes early is on time.
Well, you get there 5 minutes.
That's what I do. Oh, it's 7.5. That's a 10. I'll use this, the 8's in there. I don't know where the 7 went. I'm losing my mind.
Somebody said 15 to 20 minutes earlier than the time given.
Who said that?
Cindy.
See? I see about 10 to 15 minutes. 20 minutes is even better.
And then someone said 5 minutes either side, so if you have to be there at 9, it would be 8:55 to 9:05.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Technically, yes, you're late, but in the grace period, you're supposed to be at work, ready to work at the time you're scheduled to start. So how
That means you gotta be ready at work about 10 minutes early.
say how much time you need to get
Well, here, can you bring that up?
Most people are saying early, though.
Of course.
Yeah.
Not 5 minutes late with coffee. I don't know who does that on our show.
Wow.
Well, I didn't say who.
I'm supposed to be in here on this.
Well, they walk with.
Well, there's one on, there's one on one.
Yeah,
Makes me have to get this here.
I agree. And this is Walt.
It's in there.
So put the coat on.
No, let's clean it first. Use the regular stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
We had a little survey going
Yeah, we
on.
asked the question of what is on time for work. That's what they were asking.
What is on time for work? I know the answer. Well, let's see what everybody thinks.
Most people said early.
Yeah, exactly. Early. Never late. Never late.
What?
Never late is the answer. Like that. Ooh, look at down there. A lot of dirt down there. You could tell. You could definitely tell where they're walking or where the furniture is. Okay. Definitely gonna make this one look a lot better. Let's see what happens. Let's try this first. No, exactly the time is wrong. It's before. Before is always the answer. Well, it's hard to argue if somebody shows up at 8 o'clock and they're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. Steven, 9:05 is never the right answer. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. How much? Half hour. I like that, Pam. I like that answer. Half hour early to get ready. I love that answer. Again, you can make the argument as long as you're on time, you're on time. All right, so we've got another really pretty looking rug here. And we actually just picked these up today. And you can see how much dirt is really down there. So I'm actually glad we, by happenstance, opened it that way. And let's see how much we can get out of this. And you're gonna want to really wet this more because look how dry it is. Yeah. Now, Jamie, we do care deeply about every one of our employees. But again, no, I'm just kidding. If as long as somebody gets here on time, then they're on time. And you can see how much water this rug is just soaking this water up like a sponge. And on this side, you might want to put a little Sublime on the fringe first. Yeah, on that one first, yeah. You guys really sparked like some real discussion, my God. Yeah, how did you guys get to this question? Got it.
I just said somebody we work with sometimes walks in 5 minutes late.
With the coffee, yes. What? I know, I'm just doing this one. Just doing this one.
Jay, let's just give this one before we start.
The other one you won't have yet. We're only doing this one today. Yeah. Yes. Mike's on. You're gonna have to post. You're gonna have to post that one. You're gonna have to post it on YouTube today. Mike's any one of the green ones.
I know.
What? I know. Oh, okay. Well, hurry up. It's up here. So, worst case, I'll post it tonight on I'll put it out there. We'll go over that later. It might happen. Let's see how much we're pulling out of this one. Oh yeah. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm a little distracted here. Let's get back to the cleaning action. So, okay. So you can see Anthony in the distance there. He's doing a little bit of pre-treating of the fringes. Now, these fringes are fake. They are synthetic fringes. They're added after. And actually, this rug is synthetic as well. So I think, guys, we might want to use this on this, but yeah. So we're gonna. This is actually the first synthetic rug I think we're cleaning for you guys for the day. Actually, I think that pink one we cleaned earlier was also synthetic, but that was a little bit of a weird rug because it had a tufted backing on it. So now this rug, we're going to switch up the machinery a bit. We're going to go to our CRB down here instead of our side-to-side machine. And I don't really see that there was too much soap on this rug first. So at this point now, we are it's going to take a couple seconds just to get ready here. The Honda CRV, Joe? Alexandra, how many years was the oldest rug we've cleaned? 100 years or older? The oldest rug we cleaned, we had two of them from the same house, same customer. They were both over 150 years old. Now, the other day, we just cleaned some rugs that were both over 100 years old. And every once in a while, we do get some very old, very unique looking rugs. We've gotten a whole bunch of rugs, like 70 or so years old, stuff like that. But by far the oldest was 150. They were actually made out of camel hair, all by hand. And they were in fantastic shape. Yeah, and honestly, 150 years, I don't know how many of those we'll actually get to see over time. They just really are rare. All right, so we're switching up here on this rug to our CRB. And CRB stands for counter rotating brushes. So one brush is going clockwise, the other is going counterclockwise. And what this does is, well, we can't really use this on a lot of types of rugs. We can use it on synthetic rugs. And it allows us to really drive deeply the cleaning solution into the rug, while at the same time pulling up a lot of the fiber of the rug. So it really does a very thorough job of scrubbing these rugs. And that's just the right tool for this particular job. Jay does the bucket drop better than me. Joe said Jason does the bucket drop better than me. And then Steven said he doesn't have your hair, though. Me and Joey, well, Joey has the best hair. But I have the ability to grow my hair that long. Ooh, you guys can see some of that really starting to break up there. Start to see some of that really coming out of the rug there. So now the same idea, even though we changed up the machine a little bit, it's the same general idea when we clean this rug. So we gave it a good scrub and rinse to start off, pre-scrub and rinse we call it, no soap. Now we put down our cleaning solution. We're going to turn the rug over, leave that cleaning solution on the front, let that do its job. Definitely maybe want to give it a little rinse over there. Yep. And in the distance, as we rinse off the wash floor here, you can see the rug that we have in there now, that Tufted rug we did last. That water is starting to get a little bit clearer now. Definitely still a little bit of soap in there. But even once it gets, when I say clear, it's going to look a little white always because of the force of the centrifuge makes the water a bit choppy. And fun fact, all of the soap we use, everything we use for cleaning rugs, especially wool rugs, synthetic rugs are a little bit different. But for wool rugs, we use end cap cleaning solutions. And when they dry, if we leave any behind, they actually crystallize, they don't resoil. So they don't actually use the same fundamental principles of cleaning as a lot of other carpet cleaners. A lot of other carpet cleaning solutions utilize a higher pH that aggressively attacks the dirt. And if you leave any behind, it acts like it resoils very easily. It actually attracts dirt. So the way that most carpet cleaning solution works is it attracts dirt. The dirt becomes very attracted to it, and then you're able to rinse it away. So if you leave some of that behind, it will take more dirt off shoes and feet and dogs and cats and other stuff like that. It'll take more dirt off of those surfaces onto the rug. Now the cleaning solutions we use are a little bit different. They are actually, the exact opposite. They actually repel dirt instead of attract dirt. So as you're cleaning, the dirt has nowhere to go and it just kind of escapes the rug. And when they dry, they actually crystallize. That chemistry crystallizes and it's easily vacuumed away. So every rug we clean in our shop goes through a secondary cleaning dusting process to remove any of the soap that has dried now, and it just easily removes away. Jay.
Wet over there?
Very. Hey, give me that squeegee.
You got one up there?
What does it cost to clean this size? I think this rug is... I don't exactly know. It looks a little bit... What is this, 9 by 12? Maybe a little bit bigger. 9 by 12, okay. So 9 by 12 is 108 square feet. This is probably... I don't think there's any... There's no pet urine in general. This would be somewhere around like $2.50, maybe $2.75 a square foot. Now I know for this particular customer, we're doing a lot of work in her home. So on this particular rug, we gave them a little bit of a break, I think, on the cleaning costs because we're doing a whole bunch of furniture cleaning for them. Now the other rug they have has a lot of pet urine. So on that particular rug, we kind of have to charge them the full price just because the cleaning solution costs and the labor involved. Alexander, thank you. Yes. So I mean that's kind of the thing here, Southern. Our cleaning process is literally the most thorough. We basically tell people we will get your rug as clean as anybody can possibly get a rug clean. And fortunately, plenty of our customers are looking for that service. Now on that note, very soon we are working on, anybody who's just tuning in, the ability to have you guys send, if you're in the US, to send rugs to us. And we will clean your rug, give you a shout out, and make your rug YouTube famous. And you can really start to see some of that dirt from this side of the rug starting to kind of leak out over there in the corner. So we can zoom in a little bit. And it's definitely going to take a little bit more than the first go of it on the front. So we're probably going to have to definitely wet the front again a little bit. And probably put down another bucket of cleaning solution to get it clean. And right now we are on the back of this rug. Okay, so what about Angora rug? Sorry if I misspelled. I don't think I've ever gotten an Angora rug in here, but we would be able to clean it, yes. And sorry, I missed that. I saw the question before and then I got a little distracted. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to maybe go switch it up to like Viabrick just in that corner after. Let's see what comes out. Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe definitely once we rinse this one off, we probably can.
I think the beyond
Well, I think once we rinse it off, maybe when it's wet, run that again, get a little more out, see what it looks like. We're definitely gonna need to do something there. You might only they might have a hard time lifting it onto the cart. It sags in the middle. Yeah. In general, though, no. But like when I carried it, it kind of fell over me a little bit. Oh yeah. Just a little zoom in for you guys there, and you get to look at Anthony's legs. Oh yeah, you see some of that dirt coming out. Now this is starting to get a little lighter, this spot here, but that is the traffic pattern as well. So we're going to get as much, all the dirt anybody could possibly get out of that section. But you're always, because this is a synthetic rug, you're always going to see a little bit of where they walk all the time, because that part of the rug is a little bit damaged. So hopefully, depending on where this is in their room, maybe we could turn it around for them. It's always good to kind of rotate your rugs around to prevent that kind of traffic lane from kind of happening. And the reason you get the traffic lane, it's not just the pressure of walking on these rugs, it's the dust particles are very jagged. So as the dust accumulates and dirt accumulates and you keep walking on it, it's almost like little shards of glass for the rug. And you actually start to break down these synthetic fibers a bit. Now wool rugs, they're a lot more durable, especially handmade wool rugs, but it can still happen to them. And on Chinese wool rugs in particular, they tend to get a very strange looking traffic pattern where it almost looks like you can actually walk the rug in the wrong direction. So if the rug fibers want to go that way, there's sections of the rug that look the other way, and you get like a light looking rug and then some dark spots. Alexander, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And again, guys, this is one of our live Q&As. We're coming at you live from New York on Long Island. Beautiful day here on Long Island. Perfect weather in the shop. And we are cleaning a whole bunch of rugs for you today. This is our live Q&A style video. So any questions you have, please ask. And I really appreciate everybody who has been asking questions. Thank you all very much for tuning in and watching. If you're a fan of our channel, if you're just finding out who we are, please like and subscribe. On our channel, we only clean rugs for actual customers. We do not stage dirtiness on rugs. We don't make rugs dirty on purpose. And we're just giving you guys an idea of what's involved with actually running a real rug shop. Easy. Easy over there, Ant. Easy over there.
You saw what I did the other way. I got the side.
Yeah. Now I am going to suggest to the guys here that we're going to do a little bit more of a cleaning solution, one more application in that corner there. We're going to use something a touch stronger. I know they have pets in the home, so it's probably a little bit of those body oils kind of really stuck on the synthetic fibers. And I still see some of that dirt pouring out from the corner there in the distance. So Anthony's going to make a little bit more cleaning solution. I'm going to get that down. Just wanted to turn that around so you guys can look how great this one came out. So much cleaner. And this is why we had to wash this one. Like normally, like I said before, some of these types of rugs, these tufted rugs in particular, we won't always wash them because it's not really, it can be a bit damaging for the rug. But because this rug had never been washed before and was very heavily soiled, it just made a lot of sense to, and I thought it would really survive the washing process. It just made a lot of sense to actually wash it. Okay, back to the bucket drop. Missed how many times the rug needs to be turned. So rug should be turned at the very least every couple months in your house. But the biggest thing you can do for your rugs, if you want to preserve the life of them, is to vacuum them very regularly and properly. Now, when I say properly, you're almost going to follow what Ant's doing here with the CRB machine. So he's going in this direction, and then he's going to go in the opposite direction. So I like to call it north to south and then east to west. And that's the same way you should vacuum your rugs. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. So you see how Anthony is going now the other direction. This allows you to get full coverage on the different direction that the fibers are actually facing. This is exactly how you should be vacuuming any kind of rug and even your carpet in your home. And a fun fact, you are technically supposed to vacuum any rug or any carpeting in your home 1 time per week per person or pet that walks on that carpet. So if you have a family of 4 and you have 2 dogs, you should be vacuuming your carpeting 6 times per week. Now, obviously, that is not realistic, but you definitely do not want to let it go 3-4 weeks in between. You will start to, over time, ruin it. We're having a little powwow here, so you get to see everything when we're live. And this is exactly why we did the second application of the cleaning solution. You can see how the dirt's still kind of starting to pour out of there. Now this particular, we get a lot of these, this particular type of synthetic rug, it is extremely, there's a ton of fiber in it. It's extremely tightly knit or tightly put together, and it traps dirt and holds a ton of its weight in moisture. And guys, I'm gonna say that looks a lot better. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Yep. I think maybe we wet that and do maybe one more little pass there in the corner. But I think after you squeeze, I would wet it, maybe just run a little with the machine again to loosen. Let's see what it looks like, but that looks much, much better. And again, guys, this is one of our live Q&A style videos. So if you have any questions, please ask. We are coming at you live today. We are ATC Rug Washing, especially cleaning services, coming at you live from New York. You're on Long Island. Beautiful sunny day on Long Island. Yeah, it looks a lot better.
Oh, it looks great.
Yeah.
Still a little dark towards the corner.
And this is where you would struggle if you were a carpet cleaner to try to clean this in somebody's house. You would have to put so much moisture on the floor that you would either, if they had a pad under it, under the rug, carpet padding under the rug, you would be soaking wet, and after a couple of days, you'd be getting a call back about how much, like, it feels like there's mold, it smells like mold and mildew, because there would be. Or if they had a wood floor, within a couple hours, they're going to wonder why the wood floor is buckling. So you really should not be cleaning any kind of rug in general in your home. Now, on this type of rug, you could take it outside, put it in your driveway. You'd have a little bit of a hard time getting it as clean as we're able to get it, just because of, you could power wash it. You don't want to power wash your rugs too aggressively. You don't want to use a very aggressive tip. You don't want to go too close with your power washer, because you can actually damage the fiber that way. But you could do a decent job of cleaning this in your driveway. You're not going to have access to some of the same cleaning solutions we're using, maybe, so you might have to use a little bit more soap and Obviously, you're not going to have the same machinery we're using to scrub it, so you got to put a lot more elbow grease into it. But you can do a pretty decent job. The only caveat, especially with this rug, it holds a lot of moisture. It's going to take a while to get it dry. You need a really, really hot day, and maybe even 2 hot days with that rug just laying in your driveway. And when we're running the power washer on this one, guys, just remember these are fake. So we don't want to run the power washer too close because they're fake fringes.
You don't want to.
They're fake fringes, so I don't want to power wash them off. Yeah. And definitely looks a lot better on this one here. And the last thing we're going to do, we are going to now power wash these fringes. And then we're going to give it another really good rinse. The whole rug, another good squeegee, and then we're going to get it into our centrifuge. Now, this particular type of rug, these are the rugs that get the driest in our centrifuge. So this rug will get about 95 to 97% dry in about 3 minutes. And Rebecca, thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in and watching as well. And Joey, thank you for watching. Not a lot of people can say they watch work when they're home. That's just the kind of guy you are. And if you've never, I see some people jumping in and out. If you've never tuned into our channel before, we are ATC Rug Wash, and we're cleaning actual rugs on our channel for actual customers. I guess every rug is an actual rug, but not everybody's cleaning them for their customers. People doing all kinds of things for content. J-Man, cleaning on your rugs. We get that sometimes. I hope you're able to solve your incontinent issues. Agent 007, please double tap the thumb. Yes, everybody, if you guys are liking our channel, please definitely give us a like and subscribe. Also, if you're just tuning in and you want to see the entire if you want to see the entire live video, if you're just tuning in, as soon as this one ends, we will be able, we'll upload it immediately. And it'll take YouTube, depending on how long the video goes today, it'll take YouTube almost the same length of time as the video is in order to upload it to HD. So if it's about 3 hours, after 2 or 3 hours later, it should upload to fully to HD, and you'll be able to watch it. Do you do actual work or just film the work? I am the one who actually brings all of these rugs into the building. Now, I used to do a lot of the cleaning. And if you go back to our channel, we actually have quite a few videos now, probably close to 1,500, maybe more videos. But if you go all the way back down to our videos, especially the longer videos, you would have seen me cleaning a ton of rugs. Most of those videos came out in 2022. And that is kind of when we started cleaning rugs. And then I had to transition over to continuing to make sure that rugs are in the building. But I do sometimes miss the cleaning aspect. And that's why you'll hear me pretty often while I'm back behind the camera, letting these guys know what exactly to do to every rug. Rebecca, how do we dry them? So you're actually about to see that right now. And Sumaya, thank you very much. And we see you watching all these videos, and we do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Asley, Anthony is back. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right, Rebecca, so how do we dry them? So rolling this rug up, and it's actually going to go into our centrifuge, which is that very long metallic tube we have in the back there. Now, what it does in here, that goes in the machine, and now once we close the door to the centrifuge, we turn the machine on and we control the speed at which it spins, but that starts to spin at a high rate, and that allows the rug to actually open up to the walls inside of that machine. So that you see the outer tube here. There's another inner tube. It's a perforated tube with a ton of holes in it. And that's how the water passes through. Now this machine, it's a little hard to see, but it's actually slightly pitched downwards. So basically gravity and the spinning force with gravity sends all the water out of the rug and then down the way, and then comes out the pipe there. Now we are able with this machine to further rinse rugs. And you're gonna actually see, Jamie, back up a little bit for me. You're actually gonna be able to see as we rinse it, how much more dirt we're able to get out of this rug. And once we rinse it sufficiently, you see how dirty that water is? That's all the stuff that we couldn't get out just from washing. Now this machine is basically performing the rinsing and squeegee motion mechanically at a rate that is much faster than we can ever do by hand. Look how much dirt is actually getting out of there right now. That's another issue. If you were trying to clean a rug in your house, you'll end up leaving a lot of dirt behind, and as it dries, that dirt will evaporate up to the front of the rug. Yeah, you're blocking it. Yeah. That will. You did get to look at his nice legs, though. It's good-looking legs. And anyway, so we rinse this a couple times, and then after it's done rinsing, after about 3 minutes of just drying, this particular rug will get about 95% dry, and then from there it goes onto one of our drying racks, and that type of rug, the type one that's in there now, only a couple of hours will be completely dry. So I'm gonna go grab the next rug for them. I'll tell them what to grab. After a few minutes of discussion, we're going to do this rug next. So now this is another tufted rug, but this one has urine on it. Now you see the back here doesn't match the front of the rug. That is because this rug is not made like most other rugs. So the way they make this rug, this is a wool rug. So they take tiny pieces of wool, and almost color by numbers, they punch them into a sheet that matches the pattern. And then they put a bunch of latex on it, and they glue this canvas to the back. Now, if we wet this rug and we run any kind of machine on the back, we'll actually rip this latex off. So now what we have to do on a rug like this, we have to use one of our pet treatments on the back. We're gonna put it down with our bucket. We're gonna use one of the hand brushes there to spread it around. And after a couple minutes, we're going to turn the rug over. We're never going to turn the rug back over. Then we can work on the front of the rug like a normal rug. And once we finish the front of the rug, we have to rely on this centrifuge to actually rinse everything away. And again, that centrifuge does a very good job of rinsing. And in the distance here, let me finish. I know you guys like watching the bucket drop. Let's finish that. But in the distance here, you can start to see how much clearer that water is. So now at this point, we've pretty much gotten all the dirt out of that rug, as much soap as we can out of that rug. And the soaps we use are not like typical soaps. I touched upon that earlier. But if you're just tuning into our channel, the gist of the way that we use the cleaning solutions we use here, instead of attracting dirt, they actually actively repel it. So they do not re-soil. So they do not, dirt is not attracted to it. It actually wants to bounce off of it. And when these cleaning solutions dry, they actually crystallize and they're easily vacuumed away. And every rug we clean in our shop, goes through a secondary dusting process to remove all of that. A lot is not a world. Great business. I had no idea. This is something we've always done. So we've only been doing this since COVID. And I'll get to that in a second. And we actually kind of did one day wake up and say, I think we'll start the rug business. So our main business, and I'm this is third generation. We've been in business since 1978. I'm actually third generation. I'm actually one of the owners here. And our main business has always been office cleaning, commercial cleaning. We do a lot of different work in buildings, medical offices, stuff like that, car dealerships, banks, any kind of commercial setting. And during COVID, we realized less and less people were going into their offices. We better figure out a way to do something in their houses. For one reason or another, there's a couple of reasons, but for one reason or another, we got into the rug cleaning part of this. We had a lot of space in our shop, and we started like very late in 2021. Now, this is a very seasonal business. You typically do not do a lot of this type of work in the winter, the dead of winter months. So we started this business very late in 21. We kind of dipped our toe in it. Kind of just kept the toe dipped in it in 2022. And we kind of realized towards the end of 22, though, that this might actually be a very viable business for us. We took it very seriously last year. And this year we've taken it even more seriously. We're really trying to grow the business so we're able to service the amount of customers that we hope to have. And a big part of the way that we actually pick up our work is through our video content on Instagram and Facebook specifically. Now on YouTube, we really haven't picked up a lot of customers from YouTube per se. We really don't run any ads on YouTube. We're something we've played around with a little bit. We do run some Google ads. But very soon, anybody watching that lives in the US, you will be able to send your rug to us. We're working on figuring out the best way to, and then we're going to film some videos on how every type of rug you might have, if you want to send it to us, how you would actually send it to us. And any rug we clean for one of our YouTube viewers, we'll give you guys a shout out. We'll probably clean most of them live, and we'll make you guys some shorts. Jamie over here will make the shorts for you. And we'll make your rug internet famous. How many rugs do we clean a day? So right now we have a couple limitations. We usually clean around 30-ish or so. Sometimes it depends on the size of them too. If we have a whole bunch of small rugs, maybe we clean 50. But once we are actually in the process of getting a bigger wash floor, so some of our videos in the future, you're going to see these two guys cleaning and then another guy cleaning here, right here where we're standing, where I'm standing. And we'll be able to clean more rugs per day because we'll have more floor space. And we're going to kind of change the way we do our business a little bit. We're going to clean less days per week, but more rugs in those days. And the goal is to try to clean like 60 or so rugs a day. Do we use vibration cleaning tools as well? So the only closest thing we would use to that would be our dusting process. We have 3 different ways that we remove dust from rugs. We have a rug tumbler, which you put a rug into it. It gently turns one direction, then rolls the other direction. The rug kind of falls on itself, and that pushes a lot of the dust out. We also have a forced air system we use. And then lastly, in a more vibration method, definitely put it on a pole. Definitely put it on a pole.
I don't want to roll the long way.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's fine. And then from we have a rug badger, which is that's what it's called. It's the same company that made the centrifuge, by the way. You see that little red thing in the distance there, like right over there, behind that huge rug on the cart? That is a rug badger. What that does, you put a rug upside down on metal grates, and it gently beats the back of the rug, and it really kind of forces the whole rug to vibrate. And the dust falls through the front of the rug, through the grates. And that's a very, we use that rug on a lot of, we use that duster on a lot of rugs that are more fragile. Because it allows us to not have to move the rug around. Wow, you guys are a mess. All right, so now this rug is in our pet treatment. It's going to sit for a couple minutes, and we are going to And we are going to get the next rug that they're going to be cleaning. And in between, in this type of situation, in between, actually, let's take a look at the rug that's coming out right now and see how good that looks. So I'll move this over a touch. Woo! Look, I mean, who cleaned? Who cleaned? That's like we know. It's like we know what we're doing. All right. So, guys, let's grab. What else we got over there?
On the other side,
Grab that little shag one. Yep, little shag one. We're gonna do a shag rug. I know a lot of people like. A lot of people like the shag rug, so we'll go grab a tiny shag rug. We get to use the CRB again, nice and foamy. These lives do go quick. And again, that is much, much cleaner. And I almost can't tell which one was the dirty corner anymore. I actually don't think I can at all from here. How many rugs, Liz? How many rugs are you cleaning today? Today, I think we're actually only going to... Let's see where we're at already. So we cleaned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I think we're during the live alone. I think we're going to do about 10 or so. We have right now we have a bunch of rugs in the shop that aren't ready to be cleaned. We picked up a whole bunch of rugs yesterday. Oh, look at this tiny little one. We picked up a whole bunch of rugs yesterday, but they still have to go through our dusting process. So today might be a little half day for the guys here. And actually, Anthony and Jason here, they only work half days. I've known actually both these guys for a very long time. This is actually my wife's cousin, and Anthony I've known for a very long time, 25 plus years. They kind of help us out in the morning sometimes. Now you see here, there must be some kind of coffee table or something on this one. Let's see how close. Whenever you see that on a rug like this, we don't expect to get it back completely because they're really living on this space, so you're going to get some of those traffic patterns building up and stuff like that. But let's see when we're finished how much less of that we could see. Let's use this one on it. Yeah, okay, yeah. The shag rugs for us can actually be a little annoying. They're so thick sometimes. Some of our machines get a little stuck in there. They're very hard to dust. Especially this is another one of these tufted rugs. And when we can't really put them into our tumbler. Sometimes we can, but it's not really the best thing for the rug. And then when we try to beat the back of the rug, it doesn't really work because there's a whole layer of latex and you actually see as he's using the hose, it's like little debris kind of flying around. So we're pretty much forced to air dust these types of rugs. And the air has a really hard time removing some of the heavy, deep debris in these rugs. We find all kinds of stuff. We usually find a lot of coins in these types of rugs. And again, if you guys are just tuning in, we're ATC Rug Washing, Specialty Cleaning Services. My name is Pat. This is Jason, Anthony, Jamie over there. And we got a couple of the guys in the shop here today as well. And we're coming at you live from New York on Long Island. Beautiful sunny day out in Long Island. Look how nice it is out there. Perfect temperature. Perfect temperature for rugs. Although every day is a perfect day for rugs.
Say that again.
I will say it again. Every day is a perfect day for rugs. And this is one of our Q&A style live videos. So if you have any questions, please ask away. And thank you all very much for watching. And a special thank you to everybody who's been participating in today's live. It makes my life a lot easier as I stand behind the camera for you. but we're using wet water. So in theory, I know you might be joking now, but in theory, our cleaning solutions, the way they work, they're actually making the water wetter. These cleaning solutions actually repel dirt as opposed to like most soaps that attract dirt. And definitely those two corners in particular look a little worse. They look a little worse, yeah.
I got a little more clean.
Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe run the brush for one more time, kind of as close as you can to the corners too. And then once we kind of get there, we'll rinse it, and then we'll just we'll spin it. We'll go to the next one. That's kind of the video. What temperature? So everything is room temperature. So we don't use any hot water on our wash floor. We will use steam cleaning in some instances through our truck mount system. So we do have the, we actually have two of the truck mounted systems, very similar to like most wall-to-wall, the same exact equipment as most wall-to-wall carpet cleaners will use. We don't necessarily use it for a lot of rugs. Now we will use the vacuum on that machine to dry rugs that cannot handle our centrifuge. It is a very important tool for some types of rugs. Now, not every shop has one of those, so they have to utilize maybe some portable machines or some other stronger types of vacuums. But because we have them, we use them. All right, and as they're finishing this rug here, I'm going to take a quick water break. And again, ask any questions you guys have. I will do my best to answer them all. I'm going to leave the camera right there.
One, just give us the small one. Please. Please. 1, 2. on, Ron. It's so great. Here, put it on.
Leslie said you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Who said that?
Leslie.
Leslie, thank you, Leslie. It really did come out good. I don't like to toot our own horn, but it really did. Right? I don't want to toot our own horn. Toot, toot. Yeah. You want us to roll it first, right?
In general, don't hang me. In general. All right. Say that. Both of these will go outside. This one, all of them, upside down.
Is that where you guys are leaving it?
So the line, I think that's the worst.
Actually, one if you want.
You said we're going to use the rubber here, right?
Now, Marvin, if that is the case, we will do any touch-ups necessary tomorrow. We guarantee to our customers we will bring a rug back to them as clean as it can possibly be. Even if that means doing a little more work after we wash it. We need 3 tarps. 9x12? 2 9x12s, I'd say, and then 1 small one if we have it, which we might not. All right, everybody. So this is probably going to be the last rug we clean on this live. Now you're going to see a little bit of a misshape here. Now this is a common feature that happens when we wash tufted rugs. Now if it dries like that, that shape will stay in the rug. And the only way to fix it is to wet the rug again. You're seeing a little bit over there as well. A little hard to see on camera. So once we put the rug in the spinner, we get it as dry as possible. That level of dampness, now these rugs in particular, they tend to hold up there with viscose rugs, the amount of water they still hold after we put them in the centrifuge. But these rugs, as long as we adjust that, so we'll try to fix it, we'll make it straight on back to like a perfect rectangle. When it dries, it will just retain its old shape. And Jay, when this one's done, you got to fix the shape on the floor. Yep. Okay. Perfect. And remember, real wide hands, so we don't make like, you know. Yeah. Beautiful little breeze from outside. I can show you guys a little how the centrifuge works, maybe. Yeah, I'll reposition myself when we put this particular rug in the centrifuge. What is going on?
You want to hit it or roll it? Sit you to roll it?
Guys, listen. Not YouTube.
When you pull this, it's going to change shape. See what's happening here with this one? Changing shape. What's going to happen when you pull it? You got the roll over very wide hand. That would fit in.
All right, again, everybody, we're ATC Rug Washing. We're getting towards the end of our live video here, so if you're just tuning in now, you will be able to watch our live when it fully uploads to YouTube. Now, we do that immediately after ending the live, but it does take YouTube a little bit of time, especially a video this long, to get it up in HD.
No Joe default or no?
Now, this is one of our Q&A style live videos, so if you have any other questions before we kind of sign off here in about 10 minutes or so, ask away and I will answer. You can see Jason's playing around with the shape of the rug a little bit here. And this really does allow us to, these rugs are, as long as you kind of put them back in the right shape while they're still wet, they're really pretty easy to work with.
Oh, I brought it out. I'm like, oh, I don't see it.
All right, so you guys wanted to see the centrifuge. Let's do some of that. So they're gonna roll this rug up. Now we have the other rug in the centrifuge. So you can see now the rug is in the centrifuge. Juan, just let me show them in there. Now you see how the rug is opened up in there? Now that rug is actually stuck to the wall of the centrifuge. What we do is we roll it in reverse, and that allows it to roll itself back up a little bit. And then we easily are able to pull it out. Now we're going to bring this particular one, and actually all these Tufted rugs today, outside because it's a beautiful sunny day with a lot of wind and nice temperature. And that's going to really help us get them drier quicker. And actually, we cannot hang those types of rugs on our drying rack. So here's a good view of our drying rack. That's the first one. That's the second one back there. And the reason is, as I kept saying before, about how these rugs have a tendency to change shape if you kind of tug on them too much. If we let them hang, the weight of them will actually start to put a permanent, like a very hard to remove, like lump when you lay it down flat. So now they put this one into the centrifuge here. And you can see it's rolled up. And now what we're trying to do is allow, we want that rug to now open up like you saw on the last one to the walls of the centrifuge. We call it making the rug catch. And then once the rug catches, we are able to then start to put some water through the rug. Water's not on it. Water's not on.
Oh, the water's not on. You're right. I'm like, what? It's water.
Okay. Now the tufted rugs in general, they're pretty, for lack of a better term, pretty floppy. So sometimes they take a little bit more work for us to get them to catch. And the way we get them to catch is we change the speed and we start to put some water in there to really force the rug to actually open. And once we start seeing water come out of the centrifuge, that's kind of how we can tell that the rug is starting to actually catch. Take it down. Take it to 3. Yep. Yep. Now shut the water. There you go. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. How many rugs do you guys do right now? We're doing somewhere between 70-ish to like 100 a week sometimes. Some weeks it's more. In the winter, it's definitely a little bit less. We do a lot of wholesale work in our shop. So it varies a bit. We do a lot of work for restoration companies this week. Sometimes they alone drop 50 or 60 to us. We do a lot of work for, we do a lot of wholesale work for other carpet cleaners in the area.
Put it up to 4 if that's cool.
And again, so this is basically how the centrifuge works. And what we do now, we kind of rinse this rug until this water runs very clear or just a little bit white. Now the force of the centrifuge itself will sometimes make the water a little bit white. And this is the control panel for it. I'm going to play around with this a little bit. Now again, on this particular rug, not really any, there's no pet issues or anything, so I'm actually seeing a pretty clear water in the distance there now. And I'm going to really work on now getting this rug dry. That's it. All right, so that is the last rug we're going to do on today's live video. And I will give it a few minutes here to get dry. I'll show you the result on that one. And in the interim, you can watch the guys try to do a little breaking stuff down, clean up a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the rugs we did here today. So we did beautiful, actually red synthetic rug. These are actually super well made, usually a little bit more expensive synthetic rugs. We cleaned a nylon rope rug, which is kind of unique. We got a viscose rug here, another wool rug, a couple of rugs in the back that are being blocked by these rugs. And we really appreciate everybody watching today. You guys were great. You really helped us out, asking us a lot of the questions. Can you do a close-up on the pile on that synthetic one? Sure. And you see a lot different than a typical synthetic rug. It almost looks like a wool rug. It's very dense, and look how small the pile is on this rug. That is a very well-made synthetic rug. We get a couple of those in. I know, actually, Macy's used to sell a ton of them. And they were actually a couple $1,000. Just another minute or two here. We'll get that one out of the centrifuge. Now, guys, you might want to take that one out onto the tarp. Make it a little easier to open. And again, yep. A little close up here. Aging, you're very welcome. Yes, We do wash the brush. So we're actually going to do that right now. We take it off. We usually power wash it or hose it down. Depending on what we've been cleaning today, sometimes we give a real, sits in a little bit of a bath. And again, we are ATC Rug Washing coming at you live from New York on Long Island. Now, if you are looking to have somebody clean your rug and you live in the U.S., you will be able to send your rug to us soon. And one extra benefit, as opposed to maybe another rug cleaner, is we'll make your rug famous. We do a little more playing around with the machine. Yeah, shut it. Yeah. I'm pretty excited to see the new wash floor as well. So back to that point. So this is obviously the wash floor we have now, and we're going to be moving this rack. We're going to be moving this platform here to here, and then this wash floor will now come out a couple feet this way, and we'll go all the way to this wall back here. And square footage wise, it's just about double. And I just finalized ordering that wash floor yesterday. And he's going to start building it for us in the next couple weeks. And again, that's our friend Scott from Orbitech. No, but what do you think it is? Could it be the, I don't know. Nah, sniff around. Let's shut all the pumps. Shut that pump too. Could be Snap-on across the street. And again, this rug is now going to go outside. Use a little bit of nature to help us dry it instead of having to put fans on it on the floor. And in the distance there, you had Arnie and Juan, Jason today, Anthony, Jamie. I don't know where Jamie went. My name is Pat Santoro, coming at you live from New York. This is going to be the end of today's live video. We really appreciate you all very much for watching. Thank you all so much also who participated with the questions. Makes my job a lot easier over the couple hours I have to be here doing this. Again, we cleaned a whole bunch of rugs for you today. Now, if you're just tuning in, you want to watch this live, we will upload the entire live video for you as soon as I end this one here. Hello, everybody. Hello, guys. Thank you, Cindy. And again, we really appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll catch you guys in our next live video. Next week, we will definitely be live again. Definitely on Tuesday, maybe twice on Tuesday. And we will definitely do our Q&A live style video next Thursday as well. You all have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.